Hello there and welcome back to Pallegney. So it's November here and we have quite a bit to get done this month. We have the second soybean field to harvest and we have some further prep to do on the fields we planted last month, and we also have some liming to do on the fields that we've already harvested this year. In addition, we can rent the pellet maker either this month or next month, start making our pellets for the year. We don't have too much in the way of hay bales, but we definitely have a few that can be made into pellets to bring us some income. Let's get started by checking on our animals. So take a look at our chickens. They are doing just fine, and I did say that I was going to get a rooster in to take care of them, didn't I? So let's take care of that now. Let's go to the animal dealer and go to the chicken coop, and we'll grab one rooster. He can go and have fun with the rest of the chickens for a couple of months, and then we can send him back. Let's go back into our animals, check our goats. See, so something I did do with the goats, I noticed after I finished the episode yesterday that their health was going down with consuming the hay. So it seems that goats don't like hay. It doesn't give them 50% effectiveness. It actually drains their health to zero. So I quickly fed them some grass just to keep their health up at 100%. So overnight, it looks like, let's see what happened here. Looks like we've got 5 male baby goats and 1 female baby goat. So we've got 6 new goats overnight. So they can continue to grow and produce. And then we have 4 here, age 13 months. So in 3 months' time, they will be completing our VIP order level 3. And getting us a nice cool 112,000 euros. Okay, over to our fields and the other soybean field ready to harvest, so we can make a start on that. Quick look at the weather. We are expecting rain today at around 12 o'clock. So let's jump in our harvester. Let's get the soybeans harvested before 12 o'clock and then we can continue from there. So quick, over the fence, run over to our harvester. I don't know why I keep running over to the harvester. I can just tab to it. I don't have a rule in place that says I can't do that. Just my habit of hopping over the fence and running around the farmyard. Okay, over to our soybean field. Let's start over here. And I will turn the lights on in just a second. Just get ourselves lined up and harvesting. There we go. It's too early in the morning for us to harvest without lights, so we'll put them on. Alright, I will get the headland done of this field and make some further progress, and I will come back to you in a little bit. Okay, quick progress update. So our harvester has filled its grain tank and we've emptied it. As you probably saw in the time lapse, it's making really good progress on that soybean field. We have used all of our available liming the fields that we have. We have almost completed a third field. We still have 2 more fields to lime, so we will continue that once we've done the fertilizing and spraying. And I'm trying to think. We're just in the process of fertilizing our second field now. I'm just trying to think what else there was to do. I think that's about it. We're making pretty good progress. I'm trying to think about our crops for next year. Think where we are, what we should plant in our fields. I think instead of 2 fields of soybeans next year, I might plant 2 fields of sorghum, or I might just buy an extra field for sorghum. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how our cash flow is once we have gotten our income for the year. Once I've done fertilizing and spraying, I'll check the price of eggs and I'll sell the excess eggs we have. I think I'm also going to offload that alfalfa hay because it doesn't seem to be that useful. Probably just going to sell it, although I'm thinking, are we going to be switching out the goats for sheep for wool and clothes production? I'm not too sure. Could keep the goats for goat's milk and sell that. Does fetch a pretty decent price, or we could switch out the goats for sheep. Yeah, I don't know yet. I'll figure that out and make a decision. And the reason, I'm just wondering if it's just the goats that can't eat hay, then we can feed the hay to the sheep. But if the hay is only going to give them 50% effectiveness, then I'd rather just feed them grass, I think. I actually don't remember whether sheep are 100% effective on hay or not, whether it is literally just grass. I guess that's an experiment we'll have to figure out. I thought the sheep could eat hay and be 100% effective. I'm really not sure. Anyways, back to the time lapse. I'll finish fertilizing this field. I'll get these 2 fields that we just planted sprayed, and we will take care of the eggs. I'll see you again soon. Okay, so we have finished our soybean harvest for the season. So 2 medium-sized fields. This second field here yielded us 15,170 litres of soybeans. And I don't actually remember how much the other field yielded us, but we put it straight into the potato processing and we haven't started vegetable fat production, so we will check to see how much we got from that field as well, or rather we'll tip this load into the potato processing and then we'll check our total soybean yield for the season. Let's just reverse ourselves up here. But let's see how much soybeans we got. 37,349 in total. So let's start up our vegetable fat production. And that can be taking care of our soybeans. And let's set our harvester on its way again because it's gotten stuck by nothing, as it usually does. We'll finish off the spraying. Try and get that done before it starts raining at 12, even though I don't think we're quite going to be able to do it. And then once it starts raining, we can take care of the potato production and see what we can do to get it back on track producing potato products again. Okay, so we'll switch this off. We'll go back to this. Go back to our small tractor, finish off the spraying, and I will rejoin you once we are done. Okay, so our other tractor is busy spraying the second barley field with herbicide. I've set an AI worker loose on that, and I've decided to finish this refueling and repair of my harvester manually because the AI worker was just getting stuck everywhere. So we just about managed to make it to the fuel station. Literally hardly any fuel left. So let's get ourselves fueled up. And I think we can get repaired here as well, can't we? Let's take a look at the zone markers. Switch them back on for a second. Yes, we can. So while it's fueling, I wonder if I can go over here. No, I'll have to drive a little bit further forward into the catchment area for the zone marker. Switch that back off. We'll do it once we're fueled up and see how much our fuel is going to cost us. So getting there, it's getting there. It's a rather large fuel tank on this harvester, so 1,300 euros to fuel up. That should last us a couple of years. Okay, let's jump out. We'll go over to the repair shop, so 20,000 to repair the harvester. And I guess we're going to have to attach the header to the harvester, because right now it can only read the trailer. Not sure how much, if any, yield penalty there is if you don't have your harvester and header repaired. If anyone knows, please do let me know. Be interested to find out. So another 2,370 to repair the header. Yes, an expensive day in repairs, an expensive month for repairs. But that's okay. Once we get back to the farm, we are going to be able to probably sell our eggs, I think. So that should bring us another, I'm not sure how much it is. I think we've got 9 or 10 pallets of eggs, so about 20 to 30,000, I think. That's just a rough estimate. I actually don't know how many we've got and how much we're going to be able to get for them. Let's take a look at the price of eggs. So 2552, 2603 at the farmer wholesale. So that's a good price. Let's connect our small trailer to the tractor and we'll get our eggs loaded up and we can get them sold. How many do we have over there? We have not even a full pallet over there, but that's fine. That can be for our potato processing as and when they are needed. So 9 pallets of eggs here. Let's get them out of the storage. Do we have any partial pallets of eggs? Oh, we've got one partial pallet of eggs there. Any more? We do not. Okay, so jump in our forklift, get these eggs loaded up and taken over to the farmer wholesale. Okay, so we're all loaded up with eggs. We have almost 14,000 litres, 13,828. So let's get these over to the farmer wholesale. And it is literally just across the field here. Nothing planted in the field, so I can just drive across it. It's this building just over here, so nice and easy to transport over to the sell point and get these sold off. See how much we're going to get in total. I missed a couple of pallets there, so 29 plus 4,400 for environmental score, so that's about 34,000 there. And then these last few here, and another 7,500. So about 42,000. That's not to be complained about. It's a decent price for our eggs. Okay, back over to the farm. And I think what I am going to do next is maybe empty the bread pallets from the bakery, because that seems to be pretty full at the moment. So let's get our trailer lined up over here. Okay, so we have loaded up our trailer with all the bread. So I took the bread out of the storage as well as collecting it from the bakery. And we're just loading up the last pallet here. And I think we have room just to squeeze it into this little gap here. But we will see. And we've got probably, I think, 25 pallets or so of bread. So that's going to be another good 60,000 euros or so. Let's get that in there. We'll get our forklift parked away in its little spot, and then we'll see. We'll strap the bread down on the trailer. We'll see exactly how much we have. Let's get it strapped down before it decides to make a run for it. That's there, all strapped down. Okay. So we have 26,000 litres of bread, and definitely very soggy where it's just been rained all over, but thankfully Farming Simulator doesn't make our bread or our products wet when they're out in the rain. I am, however, just going to park it inside the warehouse for the evening, and then when next month comes around I will load up whatever has been produced new in the bakery, and we'll take it over to the sell point that's offering the best price. Okay, let's take a look at our potato processing plant, because I noticed that there were a number of productions that were all red. So it looks like paprika chips, which requires peppers, keeps going red. Potato salad, which requires peppers and onions, keeps going red. So it's only, we have a shortage of peppers and a shortage of onions. Okay, so our options are to upgrade this greenhouse or build a new one. I think I'm going to build a new one because I think this space here next to this existing greenhouse will be perfect and it will complement our farm very nicely. There we go. I think that's about right. Yeah, it's a little bit further forward, but it's good enough. And there is our second greenhouse. So, going to our productions, and let's start tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, onions, and of course we will need to go and feed it some water. So that can be our next job. It's just to do a few runs to the river and back and get our greenhouses some nice tasty river water to produce their vegetables from. Fill up 2 greenhouses with water, so one of them has 10,000, one of them has 8,000. That'll last them another few months at least. It might take them a little while to just adjust to the extra vegetables being produced. Let's see what we have in the output here. We have a ton of French fries, loads of fried potatoes. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here for our output. I do just want to check our prices. I know we checked this fairly recently, but let's see. So paprika chips was last month, so that's fine. Potato pancakes is July. Potato salad is July. And the other one we have French fries, that's June. So June, July. Starch, it's an okay price in December. So maybe come next month we'll have a little bit of starch to sell. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do next is grab the small tractor and I'm going to attach the spreader. Fill up with lime and finish liming our fields. I could also, in fact, what I'll do is I'll grab the big tractor and I'll go over to the store with the big tractor and I'll pick up a mulcher as well as fill up the lime, and then we can mulch the sorghum field. In fact, I already mulched the sorghum field, didn't I? We can mulch the 2 soybean fields and finish spreading lime on them. Oops, don't want to be knocking that over. Okay, I'll see you over at the vehicle store. Okay, so I think I'm not going to purchase it, because if I purchase it I won't have enough money next month for the pellet machine, although I'm going to be selling the bread, so I will have. Do I purchase the mulcher? Sorghum's going to be a mainstay of our crop production, so are soybeans. Let's take a look at our precision farming, because I'm really not sure if mulching actually helps our fields. If it does, then I'm more than happy to purchase it, but I'm just really not sure. Wow, look at our environmental score, 100. Perfect. So oops, let's see, this field and not this field, environmental score details. So yeah, I really don't know if mulching helps or not, because our tillage score is 9.5, so it's already pretty high. So am I just wasting time and money by mulching? Yeah, I don't know. There's no information here to suggest that mulching helps. I think I might leave it. Now, what I might actually do then is, instead of renting a mulcher, let's take a look at mowers. and we can maybe mow that field and turn it into hay ready for our pellet production next month. So let's take a look at mowers here. We want a fairly wide mower. We don't need one that can swath because we need to dry and windrow it. So let's see. I think the Kuhn front and rear mowers make the most sense, although I'm going to have to come back over to the store if I rent that. So let's take a look at this. I think this one only needs the rear mower because it meets in the middle and it mows right through to the middle, if I remember correctly. So let's get this one. We'll lease this 2677 and we'll finish filling up our lime. We'll pick this up, head back over to the store, and we will get the grass field mowed and we'll finish the liming, and that should see us good for the month of November. Okay, so back at our farm, we've dropped off the spreader and I have sent the large tractor over to the grass field ready to start mowing. And what I'm going to do very quickly is just finish off liming the first soybean field, and then we can go take care of the other soybean field and the sorghum field. And then we can mow the grass, get it dried, windrowed, collected, and then that will put us in a good position next month to start making our pellets for the year. So I'll put this on a time lapse and I will rejoin you soon. Okay, so all of our fields are completely limed, and all that's left to do now is mowing, drying, windrowing and collecting the hay from that relatively small field. I'm debating whether or not to do it this month or whether just to keep the mower and do it next month. I know it would be a little bit of a waste of money to keep it until next month. I think what I might do actually is just mow it this month and then wait for next month to dry, windrow and collect it, because once I collect it, it can just go straight into the pellet pulverizer, and that way we haven't wasted money on rental. So over to the mower and let's get it started. And let's get this field mowed and ready to be dried and collected. It shouldn't take too long, so I will put it on a time lapse and I'll rejoin you shortly. Okay, so that is the field mowed. We can return the mower, and then next month we will dry the grass, and then we'll rent the rear mounted windrower and attach our baler to the back of that, just like we did last time, so we can collect and bale it very, very quickly. Something I did just notice is that there seems to be a pallet here. Oh, I didn't realise this was here. Okay, well, I guess that will come in useful when we start producing our pallets of pellets next month. So how much do we have for pellets? So we've got 3, 6, 10, 13. I think this goes 3 back, so plus another 6, 19. 19 plus, let's run up here. Here we go. So 19 hay bales plus 11 and 8, 19 straw bales. 19 hay bales, 19 straw bales, plus whatever hay bales we get off of that field we've just freshly mowed. I don't think we need to save any of the grass for the goats because we have 7 bales in there and 2 bales over here, so they don't need any extra grass for now. And let's return this mower because we are done with that. And I think that's actually a great place to leave this episode. So thank you as always for watching. I hope you are enjoying following along. If you are, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. And I will hopefully see you in the next episode. Until then, take care for now.